Hi, this is Mayor Warren, and we're at the Center of Food Distribution here at Rosa Parks School in Orange. It's all about giving today. I have with me employees around me who are organizing, distributing the food, taking some of their time. But I'd like to highlight the work of our volunteer corps who are doing a great job making sure that people get fed. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Neither one. I am helping packaging up the food to everybody.
How long have you been volunteering?
Going on this second week, a couple of days.
Second week. Now, how's it been coming with the people coming in and the packaging?
People good. The packaging is very good. The food is good.
And what message of hope would you give to our residents?
Just hold on, because everything going to be all right.
Hold on, it's all going to be all right. We're here to make sure that you're fed. All of our employees around you. Let me just introduce our cast, starting with Dina.
Hi, Dina Maddox.
What department?
Recreation Community Service. Sharon. Older Adults Community Service. Stacy Martin, District Leader, as well as Crossing Guard Mayor's Hotline.
When you call the hotline, you ask for food. This is the voice that you're going to get. So if it's not a happy voice, make sure it's Stacy Martin. If it was a very happy voice, call me and let me know Stacy Martin's doing a great job. Of course, you heard from
That's Anita Moore,
volunteer.
Crossing Guard.
Yvonne Petty, Recreation.
Hey, Yvonne, you've had a special role here making sure people are motivated. How's that been?
It's been great. Great, great. The customers love it. I mean, they love all the food, the packaging, everything.
And the most experienced guy on the staff,
Yeah.
please forgive his hat, but he has been working hard. Brother Godfrey, what do you have to say to the residents?
What's going on? We're here to help you, we're here to share with you, and we love you. That's why we're doing this, all for love.
That's it.
The love of you, love of our community, love of our mayor, who loves us.
Thank you, Godfrey. Listen, if you need food, contact 973-280-1621. That's 973-280-1621. You'll see it there on your screen. If you are in need, you come on down. It's right at Rosa Parks. You drive through, bring your ID. We'll fill your car up, and you can take some happiness home with you. So I'm here with Wendy Sykes, who has been directing our community services operation, both the ordering of food, the delivery of the food, and certainly taking orders from residents who need it. So Wendy, you're here today in your working clothes, actually. Why is that today, and what do we have all around us?
We have bags of food donated from various vendors, and we're really appreciative of those donations. These bags are going to residents of the city of Orange in need of food during this COVID-19 pandemic. We have two ways for them to receive food.
Okay.
One is through delivery. We will actually deliver it to the house if they do not have a car or don't want to come and pick it up. If you would like to pick up a bag of food, you can only do it with the automobile. So we have drive-up pickups. And those drive-up pickups are every Wednesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. while supplies last. So we're real appreciative.
So all they do is need to come, bring the ID showing that they're a resident of Orange, and they can get a package of nutritious food.
Yes, exactly.
Now, when you have a whole sea of food here, just tell us, what is the process on how it gets from wherever it came from to this destination?
So the foods are donated. We work with a few city departments, the police department and the Department of DPW with the city of Orange, to help us bring the food into this establishment. The food comes from the Community Food Bank, Interfaith Food Pantry, a place called Common Markets, so a lot of different donors. And it goes out to you through our police department. They will actually deliver to you, in addition to drivers from our older adults division.
So you heard it right here that we pretty much have a self-sufficient operation to get food to you, but we do want to thank those donors who actually participate in making sure that we have a fresh supply of food all the time. This time, when you don't have this all the time, but today you actually have fresh vegetables and you have beef and chicken.
Yes, we have various meats that come frozen to us, like you said, fish, beef, chicken. We have a lot of produce. Today we received onions and we have yams, regular potatoes, carrots. We also have produce boxes that we receive every Friday. We try to get those to And those in the produce boxes, we have greens, fresh carrots, and potatoes, onions, and things like that.
So trying to be balanced and trying to be nutritious at all times. We understand that being in a lockdown, when you're a public health major, and being in a lockdown, is there any science or explanation for our weight gain, for increase in diabetes, for just unhealthy habits that we can gain during this time?
Yes. When you're in a lockdown, you have less movement. So when you're normally walking around, going up and down stairs, walking to the store, of course there's more movement, so you're able to burn more calories. The lockdown, you're pretty much just sitting around. So it's good that we have nutritional meals for you to snack on. You can cut up some carrots, dip them in a little ranch, cut up some celery, and snack on those things instead of just be mindful of it instead of the chips and so on and so forth while you're not moving as much.
And you have fresh nuts as well, so some pecans.
Yes, we have mixed trail mix with raisins, cranberries, nuts, fruits, dried fruits.
So try to eat healthy during the pandemic. I would have to admit that we also do have bags of chips for those who can tolerate it, but we try to give a balance so that we make sure everyone is eating healthily. Again, if you need food, please contact us at 973-280-1621. When you're eating, party words or advice for our citizens on how to continue to cope with the coronavirus.
Well, yes, and especially if you need food, you can contact us at that number. You can also drive up to pick up your free bag of food. Just come with your identification proving that you're an Orange resident to Rosa Parks Community School at 369 Main Street. Come to the Cleveland Avenue side, and we will be more than happy to give you a bag of food.
Now,
Remember
what
to
days
stay
are those?
healthy.
What days?
I'm sorry, this is every Wednesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And just remember to exercise. Try to walk around the house. Try to walk in the yard if you can get outside. Exercise is really key to keeping healthy, in addition to the things that you eat nutritionally.
There you have it. This is Mayor Warren with another coronavirus update, trying to keep us healthy, trying to make sure we're all engaged. If you have any questions, of course, you can call me directly at 862-373-0025.
And remember social distancing.
Social distance is important. Wear your mask. We're here at the delivery site at Rosa Parks School. These are the guys who are on the ground, who do the work every day. When you get your food packages, they don't start out packaged. They start out in raw material. These guys get it off the truck. They get it from the warehouse and bring it in. You've been doing this for a while, since the pandemic started. How have the loads been? Have they getting heavier and heavier, lighter and lighter? How would you?
It doesn't make any difference to me. It's all the same.
How do you feel about the work you're doing?
It's doing good for the community. It's good to get back to Orange.
Good to help
Doing
people
good
out.
for the community.
Yes, sir.
Mike Brown, you've been supervisor, you've been driving, you've been lifting,
Yeah.
The forklift. You've been on all sides of it.
All sides.
How's it
Delivering. Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. I'm really makes me feel good doing this stuff for people. Really do. Really
Have you been doing delivering too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me the delivery process.
Our delivery process, we get a roster every day. We just look at the phone numbers and everything, and we just go down the list and we select which streets. However, we have the most streets to go on. So say if we're doing Central and there's 12 people on Central, we'll go to Central and do the 12 people. And we'll call them individually and let them know that we're from the city of Orange. We have a food care package for them, and if some of them can't speak English, we have a translator on the phone and we translate to them so they understand that's what we're doing.
Okay.
And then they come outside, we give them their care packages, and they're very
So you don't have to enter their homes.
Nope.
No,
You
no.
have safe
Not at all.
distance.
Safe distance.
Yes.
Everything is clean and safe.
Right.
Yes.
Leave them right at the curb. Sometimes we just leave the boxes in the bags on the porch. We'll call them. We sit there until they come out and pick the bag up.
Safety and security, both for the residents and for our workers. This is what it's all about. But the bottom line for both of these men has been service, whether they're doing it during their working time. Sometimes they volunteer their own time, but they do it because they love Orange and they love the aspect of service. Gentlemen, we thank you for doing all that you
No
do.
problem. My pleasure.
Once again, we're here at Rosa Parks School. I'm here with one of our council liaisons. She's helped create some of these connections that we get. The food. Councilman Wooten, just tell us about some of the food banks and the churches that have helped deliver to us today.
So we've been truly blessed during this pandemic. We have several churches in the community that have really reached out. We have Ebenezer Baptist Church, who receives food from the food bank. They also give the food out for people in Orange. We have Bethel Baptist under the leadership of Dr. Darren Ferguson, That's another big contributor here in the city. St. Matthew just let us utilize their parking lot last
Yes,
week
for our COVID testing.
for our COVID testing. So we are a city that's really, really been blessed with so many people, so many food donations pouring in. The director of community service told us about these nice vegetable baskets that are coming in. I think it's about 200.
Yes, yes.
And we have frozen meat. We have beef,
Pot roast, beef, chicken, it's all here. Your eggs are here. All your staple items are here. We're trying to reach out to our partners to make sure we have a healthy mix of food so that everyone can be accommodated no matter what your dietary needs are. Fresh nuts, fruits as well. So make sure you call 280-1621. You see the number on your screen. Everyone is welcome as long as you're a citizen of the city of Orange Township and you have a need. Make sure you call us. Councilwoman, I know you had a council meeting just last night discussing some of. No, that was last week. Last week. No, what was the last council meeting? Last Tuesday. I say overall. Councilman, I know we had a council meeting last Tuesday where we discussed the overall situation. I was able to give some briefing to the council. Just give us your perspective from the council's point of view, what kind of new legislation that we can expect coming down the pike to deal with things like COVID, resolutions for resources from FEMA and so forth.
So that's a very good question, Mayor. And we did, in fact, discuss that during our council meeting. We are looking to do legislation that will help us. Like, for example, we had Superstorm Sandy. That was a big push in the city. We did a lot of things in the city, but maybe we didn't have legislation for the amount of people that can help, for the PPE that we order. So we're going to look to legislate those things. So next time, if this ever happens again, the city will be more ready than ever.
It's all about learning from where we have been. Globally, this pandemic has cost many municipalities. One of the things that Orange has done, and we've been smart to monitor what we do have, look at what we need, and try to forecast. So the council's been a great partner in terms of making sure that we're prepared for any disaster that comes. And as we continue to deal with this disaster, make sure people are being fed and cared for. Councilwoman, you are one of the people who helped me as we go from the county level to the state level and the federal level asking for testing. We finally did get it. You've been at some of the testing sites. Just give us some observation of what you've been seeing.
So whenever you go to a testing site, first and foremost, there's a lot of people there. I have to give props to our health department.
Yes.
Especially Stephanie Cozy, who's been doing those testing sites, I think, since they started in the city of Orange Township. Thank Mayor Warren for having the foresight to partner with Salerno Medical to bring testing to the city of Orange Township. We test, or we see, almost 100 people a day.
Wow.
So that's constant people coming up. You're constantly helping them with their paperwork, filling out paperwork. You're finding chairs for seniors. You're giving water out for people. So it's a tremendous job. And I just want to thank the health department and Stephanie, Priscilla, Vincent, Amanda, all those people who have put their lives in jeopardy to make sure that the people in the city of Orange Township are tested.
That's what a real tribute goes out to, those people in the departments who are actually doing the work up front and online, having to fill out the forms for medical testing, having to help them go complete the COVID, and then having someone who has the emotional stability and the emotional intelligence to deal with people who may be facing COVID positivity. So we need those people on the ground, and certainly our health department, and I can't say their names enough, with Vincent, our health official, Stephanie Cozy, who's been on the ground with seniors, also the liaison with the medical group, our public health nurse, Priscilla, who's been on the ground to make sure we have policies that fit our constituency. And so across the city, we have been testing. We focused on seniors first, and then we went across the board. We were able to test all employees. So as we talk about reopening the city and reopening city services at City Hall, our entire employment base has now been tested, and we at least know what our status is as we prepare to regroup and make sure that we come back online in a way that's real and we can still service all of our residents. So I want to thank Salerno Medical Group for being innovative enough to have the testing van, to have endless supplies of testing, and then to follow up with our residents as to whether they're positive or not positive. But thank you to the residents too, who had the braveness to come out and get tested, and then to follow any of the protocols if they were tested positive, so that we can end the spread of the coronavirus. Our numbers have been going down. We're in the 800 range in terms of cases. We're under 75 deaths from coronavirus. So things are reportedly looking better, but we should see some slight tick up because our testing is going to start to reveal who's actually sick, and those people can start to quarantine earlier and earlier to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Please stay tuned. Look at the website. Look at this TV station, because next week we're going to continue our testing effort, and we'll give a list of the places where the testing van is going to be. We expect that to come out about Saturday or Sunday, but please stay tuned as we give you more of the information. Remember, if you want to get fed, if you have a need for food, or if your neighbor has a need for food, contact 973-280-1621. You can use that same number if you want to ask about testing as well. But I think the schedule will come out later this weekend for the testing. Remember, you can always contact me, Mayor Warren, at 862-373-0025. That number too is on your screen. And we'll continue. We took a break last week because of the holiday, but this weekend we'll continue with the celebrations or the celebration caravan throughout the city, whether it be your birthday, your graduation, you name it, we'll come and celebrate with you. Because in this season, where people have been locked up in their houses for such a long time, we just want to provide somewhat of an outlet and some happiness to families across the board. Councilwoman, you've seen this at your council meetings, you've seen this at public places. How do you see it with the stores on Main Street as they gradually try to reopen and have the pull-up service at the front doors?
So I think it's a service that's going to work out very well in the city. We have certain stores that are like they've chalked off areas outside. For example, Joe's Market. There's someone standing out there with hand sanitizer. They're diligent about letting a few people in. And then as we walk the Main Street corridor, yesterday we saw the tables at the front. So I think as long as we continue to abide by the rules of the executive orders of Governor Murphy, the health department, and of course you, Mayor Warren, that I think will help our city stay under this curve.
I think that's what we want to do, help stay under the curve, try to reverse it somewhat, but continue to wear your gloves, continue to wear your masks, especially if you're going to go out to any stores or any public gathering. You must have your mask on. It is the law. If you don't wear your mask, you should not be entering. Employees should also have on masks and gloves at all times. We just do these things. They're basic precautions, but if we can continue to follow these precautions, we'll be able to beat the coronavirus. Please, as you wear your mask and your gloves and you discard them responsibly and put them into a garbage can. Don't put them in the street. Don't litter. Please don't flush them down our sewage system because they become easily clogged. We've had that issue already with our water company. So please discard them responsibly in the garbage where they belong. Please excuse our dress today because today for us was a work day. We're unloading all of the food trucks that are coming in and putting in the physical labor to make sure that we stay in touch with our neighbors, those who are in need, and we like to do the work on the ground. And this is ground zero for us. If you need us, call us 280-1621. You can always call me on my line directly, 862-373-0025. Please stay together. Your government's staying together. At home, we have to stay together. In our communities, we stay together. If we do that, we can beat the coronavirus. We want to thank the Board of Education at the Rosa Parks School for making sure we have a facility that can house all of the food donations that we have. They have been a constant partner in this effort. Every office or ancillary committee within the township has been great, from churches to the library where our emergency services committee meets, to the Board of Education, to all of the houses of worship. All of this has been a great boon to us as the whole community has come together collectively to make sure that we battle the coronavirus. We want to thank you for all that you do. Anybody who participated was a community partner. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Because working together, we understand that we can beat the coronavirus.